Hi, friends, and welcome. On today's adventure, we're headed back to the Michigan spring turkey woods, only this time it's the old guys trying to chase down the thunder chickens. We did really well with our young people, and they set quite a bar, so we're going to try to keep up if we can, and by we, I mean our friends Rich Smolligan, Brandon Juries, and I. Now, we're going to start with Rich, who has been trying to get down here for a turkey hunt for the last couple of seasons, and we finally came up with a couple of days to get out and give it a try, but unfortunately that's all we have, so we're going to have to make it pay. Now after that, Brandon Juries and I have an appointment with a couple of times, and if that all works out and there's any time left in the last season, well then I'll go out and try to hang my tag. Hey, I'm your host, Kyle Randall. This is my Wilderness Journal, and we're going out looking for some thunder chickens right now. Despite a light rain, I was calling that first morning, and
Whole bunch of them coming. Whole bunch of whiteheads.
Well, you were saying something about that. Eventually they might show up.
And they're running this way. All of them are adult toms. The bird out front is a hen, and she's coming here. Look at them all coming. I think we got them on the hook, buddy.
Yeah, I think so.
Now look, I want you to put your gun out right now, so we're not moving when they get here, okay?
I'd scouted this bunch before, and there were 5 big toms following a lone hen, and they were coming to our setup.
That's where she's coming. We're going to keep her coming. No, she's kind of cutting off. Don't leave her.
It was going good until another tom came out, and then she started turning toward the river. I leaned on the call a little bit, and now she was coming.
Yeah, this lead bird closest to the river is a nice tom. But let them get right into the decoys.
Yeah,
Don't get in a hurry.
No, we're trying to make TV here. Come on, guys, don't hang up there.
We had them 50, 60 yards,
If she comes, though,
There's a one hen right there that they're going.
and then the hen herder saw something,
they saw something they didn't like. She's leaving. Turn.
turned around and took off.
They're coming back out.
And when she left,
What did you do? You scared them all?
I don't know. I said boo, but I didn't say it that loud. They should have been okay.
I don't know if that hen actually heard Rich or not. What I do know is when she left, yeah, the toms went right with her. That's the way it is, especially in that first season. We were just going to have to wait until tomorrow. And even though tomorrow dawned really foggy, there were definitely still birds out along the river.
I ain't ruled out this pair that's on the side here yet, Kyle.
I haven't either.
I mean, if anybody's gonna walk in here, it's probably gonna be them. That's them two again. Yeah. Dang. That's them. Yeah, they're all grouped down there.
They were all in one group. And the whole group was leaving. There were some really nice birds in that bunch. The bunch that just walked off over the hill into the fog our second and last morning to hunt. I did tell Rich, though, if you'd like, we could go out to a couple of local farms and try some speed trolling, looking around, maybe find a tom that's a little more cooperative. And then I thought, well, maybe Rich will just have to leave and go to work anyway. I thought that right up until I looked over and he was already in the truck. On the way to the next farm, we actually saw a couple of birds in the field, so we jumped in the woods and...
He's getting closer. Yeah, there, I can see him. They're coming on your side, Kyle. Are they? Yeah. So good.
Just get ready. Not that one, brother. That one went down. How's that for a run and gun deal?
That was awesome, Kyle. Holy mackerel.
Can't call turkeys from a half
You
mile
can't
away.
call turkeys from a half mile away.
Wait.
I think he was further than that.
I think they were too.
He was further than that.
They're halfway back to neighbor's 20.
Now you notice yesterday I said boo and I said it too loud. I didn't even say boo this morning. I didn't want to spook him. So
Nope.
I didn't even say boo.
We
We just got one at about 25 yards,
Yep.
and we have been here about 7 minutes.
yeah, I know it took longer to walk back in here than it did to set up and shoot one.
Right on 7.
All right. Well, go and take a
Go
look.
scoop this rascal up.
Here's a dandy Tom.
You ain't kidding. This was excellent. The only thing he came in on the wrong side. We should have had a talk with him before we set up because he
Well,
was supposed to come in over there. Where the
I
decoy
understand.
was, kind of on this side.
But one of these deals where you're just running and gunning and trying to find an active bird is the setup is what you can make of it.
Yeah.
You know, you
this
can't.
one's not active anymore. He
No.
was a couple minutes ago, but not now.
No, well, and you just sort of do the best you can and then hope they get the script. But sometimes, you know, they don't catch up to it.
Nope.
I am thankful though that he did. There was 4 big toms
That was
there.
4 nice times there.
And then
4.
we saw them all the way across the next mile road.
Yep.
And you said, well, you can't. That's over a half mile away. You can't call turkeys that far. Just a minute. I'm going to try anyway.
Yep.
Are you happy with that?
I'm happy with that, Kyle.
All right. Well, now I can go get breakfast.
We can go.
Well, yeah, we're going. You're buying.
Yup.
Yep.
Yup.
Congratulations
Hey,
again, man.
Thank you. This was good.
Congratulations, Rich Smalligan. That was an awesome bird and a great and exciting hunt. We were barely set down, friends, when those birds started coming. And yes, for the record, if the toms can hear you, you've got a chance to call them, even if they're a long ways off. That hunt proves it. We started with those birds at least a half a mile away. Now, I'm going to take Brandon Jewelries out. He claims he's got a couple of birds pegged right down to the minute. So we sort of made an appointment. We're going to go out and see can we get him a tom. We'd already been set up for a couple of hours and we still hadn't seen or heard anything when...
Seen any?
Not yet.
Not yet.
They'll be here.
I was told 9 o'clock.
Yeah, we got 45 minutes.
Oh, well, why'd we come out here? We could have showed up, 45 minutes from now, or 43.
Right. Well,
I got to give
in case they're early.
mad props. You got scheduling down. So I don't know to the minute when my turkey's going to show up, or even if they are.
I just pray that they do.
I'm telling you, that's pretty good scouting there.
Despite the precise schedule, I kept calling on and off anyway, just in case.
What size of mammoth firearm are you shooting there, buddy?
28 gauge.
28 gauge. You are without a doubt the first man I've ever hunted with that tried to shoot turkey with a 28 gauge. I've never even heard of somebody trying it.
Something new.
I'm not even sure it's possible.
Oh, it's possible.
We may need to call Guinness. The wind's picking up and the snow's coming. Oh wait, those are flower petals.
Over the building wind, I thought I heard a bird respond, so I just kept calling a little and...
Did you hear that?
Off in the distance over here.
That's a little closer. They're coming.
They were a little early, but 3 big old toms were coming out from behind the right side of the pop-up. All we needed was to coax them around front, and then, well, like I say, then it would be on Brandon. The birds were coming out from behind my right shoulder, and I knew Brandon could see the lead bird, but I wasn't real certain he could see them all, so I motioned for him to pick up his gun and then just wait. There was definitely no reason to hurry now. This show was just beginning, and Brandon already had a front row seat.
The one in the back is the heaviest beard. Okay. Go ahead and get your gun up. Just be right. They're going to go right to that decoy. Wait for him to separate.
They were all standing there together. We had them. Unfortunately, they were all standing there together.
Yeah, just wait.
I needed to do something. I needed to not spook him, but I needed to get him to separate a little bit so Brandon could take a safe shot.
Yeah, just wait. You got to separate. I'm going to call a little bit. They'll separate. You ready?
I was going to call, try to separate him. I whispered to Brandon, don't jump.
Don't jump.
And finally, slowly, it was working. A little.
That's the one you want. I'm on it. Hit him again. Watch. There he's going. He's hit hard.
He ain't down.
Oh yeah, he running that tree. He's gonna stay right there. Them other toms are going right to him. You see?
I think I pulled it just a little to the left.
I can in the camera it looked like it just was to the side of him there.
Oh man.
That close with that full of choke, you can shoot right past. A friend of mine named Tom says there's a lot of air around them turkeys, and I think you made some air right by his head.
Yeah, I did.
But it hit him hard enough, and the second
Yeah.
one definitely hit him.
Yeah. Yep. He looks like he's done. So.
I'm watching, and them two other toms they took off, but I haven't seen him leave. He's right there somewhere.
Well, we said between 9 and 10 this morning.
Yeah, you called that. You know,
9:45?
Why am I getting up at 4:30 in the morning? We could go out noonish, have a cruller, some cafe au lait.
Enjoy your morning. You know, sleep in a little bit.
Nice job, man.
Thank you
Way to
so
keep
much.
It together. Hey, my pleasure.
That's awesome.
That is a gorgeous bird, my friend. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Truly a gift from God there. I was worried, like I said, we was going to yell at him, but it seemed to work out.
Yeah. The yelling works.
Well, it
Every
did.
once in a while.
Even that chipmunk's impressed over there. He's sitting there staring at you like, wow, that's a nice bird. Congratulations
Thank
again.
you once again.
That was awesome. Congratulations, Brandon Juries. What an awesome hunt. I really thank you for letting me go along and share it. Obviously, scouting does pay. Folks, that meant now there was only one. Yeah, just me. And after a couple of days spent hunting with my friend Mike, I was down to just a 2 or 3 day season, and I was headed out by myself. The upside of that, though, is if I didn't get a bird, if there was no turkey chili this year, I'd know who to blame. I was calling to some birds still on the roost, and with a day or two of season left, I really needed to make this work pretty soon. And then I saw a lone hen working her way out into the hayfield. And not far behind her, jackpot. I had their attention. Now all I had to do was reel them in. I guess that wasn't quite all. I still had to call and get my bow and run the camera and then draw when they got in there, all without getting caught. There was, a few other things, but so far it was working. The toms followed the hen for a little bit and then made a half circle. They were coming in. I let the Jake pass by and
Nailed him. He ain't go. He's right there. He's flopping right there. He ain't going nowhere. Finally. Boy, it's been a tough mosquito season. Yeah, he's done. Man, I'm out here this morning by myself. A bunch of the third season. Mike's gone out with me, and thanks, Mike, for all your help and getting up early and going out. It's been fun sharing the hunt with you. Thank you to Dave and Linda for a great place. Obviously, you got some turkeys. But, yeah, it's one of them things. The early season was great. The kids did really good. But I'll be honest, we've been struggling a little bit here in the very last of it, which is kind of normal. The mosquito season can be tough, but it's longer. You get lots of chances, and we just got a good chance and made it pay finally. I've called in I don't know how many hens. Called in a bobcat. A coyote. Here comes some more. Coyote. All kinds of stuff this year. Spring turkey hunting. Whether it's with somebody or by yourself, if you get the chance, get out there and chase these things around. It's just, I don't know. If you can't get a rush out of talking to a thunder chicken and getting them to come in and start whooping on your decoys like that. I was videoing myself, so I kind of have to do that right brain, left brain thing, and it's a little added extra excitement, but believe me, it makes it worth it. And if you really want to have a good time, try videoing yourself with the old stick pusher. Come out here and do it. You can make it as exciting and challenging as you want to. You can hunt all over the state. You don't have to take the first bird you see. This is truly enjoyable hunting, and it's great eating. You've heard me say it I don't know how many times. Every chance I get to put together a pot of wild turkey chili, go home, have Tina make up some of that fry bread. It doesn't get a whole lot better than this. And I'm going to go get my turkey chili right now. Yeah, I am.
That is a big old tom turkey, big 3-year-old bird, nice pointy spurs. We're gonna have to have 2 batches of fry bread, I think, have Dave and Linda come over. I truly want to thank them again, certainly Randy and Charlie, Bill, everybody that lets us hunt. We couldn't do this without you all our landowner friends, and we truly, truly appreciate it. This is a beautiful bird, one of the best I've gotten in years. And to go out and to do it on my own, I really want to thank again Mike too for going out. He couldn't make it this morning, and of course today is the day. But when you go out by yourself early in the morning, still dark, and then listen to the world come alive, well, there's not much better in the out of doors than spring turkey hunting. If you haven't tried it, go out there, give it a go. Pick up a simple box call. It doesn't have to be complicated. You certainly don't have to go out and try to video yourself with a bow and arrow like I do. That's just the way I like it. If you want a little extra challenge, give it a go. But the point is, go. And all the people that made this possible, all the wonderful folks we hunted with again this season, I want to thank you for letting me share in it. It truly is one of my favorite things to do. And friends, if you don't go out spring turkey hunting, if you don't go talk to the thunder chickens, well, I think you're cheating yourself. I really do. We're going to get this big boy drug in. We're going to get him cleaned up. That bowl of chili is coming, I promise you. And for all my friends, all of the folks out there, the Lord has created some tremendous creatures. Don't deny yourself the chance to get out and participate in the world the way He intended it. There's no asphalt here, no concrete, no noise, nothing but the way the Lord made the world and your place in it. And believe me when I tell you, it is as exciting as anything you will ever do when it finally comes together. I hope we see you out there, because you know, as long as I can go, as long as the good Lord lets me, I'll be out there doing it. Hey, Bird, why don't you come on to my house?
What a day.
Well, not my best camera work, but a great bird in the very end of the last season, and I did it on my own, a challenge I still enjoy. Friends, that is the way I like to turkey hunt. Make it a little bit of a challenge and then see can you meet your own goals. Hey, I want to congratulate again Rich Smulligan, Brandon Juries for sharing their hunts with us. Michigan is blessed to have a lot of hunting opportunities when it comes to wild turkey, and we certainly want to thank our landowner friends for providing us that access. Folks, if you haven't tried it, pick up an old box call. You don't have to be a great caller. Go out and give it a try, and be it first season or last. If you're willing to work at it just a little bit, keep trying. Sooner or later, you're likely to find a Tom that's willing to dance with you too. And who knows, if you do go out there squawking and putting, you may just run into me, because you can bet come next year I'll be doing it all over again. And if we do see you out there, well, you can be assured we're going to stop and share a turkey story, a cup and a fire. And if I don't see you out there, friends, well, then I'll wait for you right back here so we can share another adventure from my Wilderness Journal.